plug in as we get going here. Whoop.
Hold it up, Connor! Press, press!
Yeah, do not adjust your sets here, folks.
Double!
Do not adjust your
Connor,
sets.
hold it up to pick your head up. You got 3 guys.
It's 2 minutes for game time.
It's good, but you got to pick your head up.
Referees are pushing on.
We'll let the record show. It's 2 minutes for game time. We've been going for 28 seconds.
We good?
Well, we're on. Whether we're good or not, I don't know.
Take the space!
Yeah. All right. Well, we had a little technical difficulty. It's called the starting earlier at the at Northern Adirondack. So Calvin was getting the
2 minutes early.
2 minutes early. Calvin says he's got his watch synchronized here and started early. So that's why we just started a little late on this game here. I'm Joey Trombley. On the camera is the founding father himself, Calvin Castine. And here we are again. It's summer soccer here in September, and as you say, Calvin, is still summer by the calendar.
It certainly is.
So we get some of the nicest weather, and I think the last 3 or 4 games we've been saying the same thing. But the Eagles come to Bobcat country with a winning streak here in the and there's a shot wide. The goalie's there, but they've come in here. They've been very dominating in Division II since the Frankie Garrow Memorial. They won against Beekman Town, had a good game there with a 5-1 victory, and they lost a very exciting game to Plattsburgh High School in the championship game 1-0. But since that time, they've been on a roll, winning 3 games. They had a non-league game on Saturday, just this past Saturday at the George Brenler Field, and they beat the Blue Devils of Ogdensburg in overtime 3-2. It was actually Hayden King with the winning score in the second sudden victory overtime. Chazy had played a tough game that game. They were up 2-0, and things were going pretty well, and the Blue Devils came back and tied the game in the final 15 minutes, forced overtime. So that was their toughest game since the Frankie Garrow Memorial.
Since this is a Bobcat home game, I assume you have the same type of information on the other.
Well, I'm going to do the best I can. Well, I mean, it's just I do know Chazy a little bit better than I do the Bobcats. I know their AD's Denny LaBarge. I know that, and Denny's here watching the game. And the Bobcats had a great year last year. It was a type of game where when they played the Bobcats last year, you didn't know what was going to happen. They were just 2 very talented teams going after each other. But I think graduation bug hit the Bobcats this year, and it looks like it could be more of a transitional year for the Bobcats. But one thing I do know is when the Eagles and the Bobcats play, it's always a good game, and NAC brings their A game, and of course they're coached by Damian Nevada, a Chazy alumni and former player for the Eagles. So the ball is in Bobcat territory, and McLean Dudiak will take the throw-in. He sends it in. He is trying to find the feet of Josh McCauley, and the ball is cleared out, and I'll get to know the numbers here for the Bobcats, but it was cleared out by Greg Boris. And with the ball is Brett Juntanen. Ball comes to the near side, over to Heath Lucas. Lucas trying to get by the defense, but a good job by Casper LaBarge. He knocks the ball up, gets it to Juntanen. Lucas comes in from behind, does a nice job coming to the inside, and it's a green throw-in. So McLean Dudiak will come in here from the defensive end, right about midfield. He'll take the throw-in for the Eagles. And one thing about NAC, we always seem to have wind here up at Bobcat country, Calvin.
Hey, it's welcome today with the temperature right around 80 degrees.
Oh, yes, for sure. And Connors tried to get McCulley, and there's a foul on Collins. So the Bobcats will get a kick.
Did you think it was just an accident that they put up wind towers around here?
No, that's just, they guessed right, Calvin.
Yeah.
I'm sure there was no research that went into that. Just pure luck. But just a beautiful day for a game. The wind is coming straight across, so there's really no advantage to anybody, one side or the other. It would be a eastern wind. Is that a fair assumption?
West wind. Kind of coming at us, huh?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So
southeast. We have to drop the proverbial lawn clippings to to see for sure.
All right. Well, we'll probably do that a little bit later. It's off Lucas's head. Dudiak tried to head the ball. It goes on to Boris's foot. Or Labarge, I mean, he sent it across. Hunter Bayshard for Chazy in the defensive end will work his way up. Sends the ball forward. Nice job by Boris heading the ball down to the ground, but sent forward by King. Far side, King controlling for Chazy. Hayden King working his way down. Coming from behind is Zach Miller. King trying to get by Miller. Good job defensively by Zach Miller. King and Miller battling for the ball. It goes out of bounds. King will give the ball up over to Hunter Bayshard. Defensively, Chazy has everybody in the offensive zone. Lone player back is Nathan Trombley in the sweeper position, as well as Connor Cody for NAC. Ball comes in, it goes up toward the net, and the ball is headed out by Boris. And Chazy trying to get a shot off, and it's cleared out by the defense. So defended well by the Bobcats, cleared up forward onto the feet of Cody. Cody turns. Dudiak is defending. He comes over to the near side. Hustling back is Lucas. Lucas trying to cut it in. It's Lucas, pushes it back to Dudiak. Outside his foot. Dudiak tries to get it to Connor Morris, picked up by Collins. Justin Collins turns. They're in Chazy's, of course, in their green uniforms, the away uniforms. It's Collins working his way up to the open space. Hustling back is Nephew. Collins trying to get a shot across. Now he serves it across. Nice serve off the body of McCauley. And that ball will work its way out of bounds, and a throw-in for Chazy. And Calvin, our officials for tonight's game is
Stanton and Varon.
What's the first one?
Stanton
and Varon. Okay. Ball at the 18, headed out by the Bobcats. Collins trying to cut it in to get a shot, but the defense converges on him. And kind of a loose ball far side, picked up by Bayshard. He sends it forward, trying to find McCauley. Far side, a battle between McCauley and Warwick.
Get in!
Warwick and McCauley, far side, battling. McCauley trying to get that ball. It goes off of McCauley, so it'll be a deep throw in far side for the Bobcats. And going over for the Bobcats is Cody Perrier, looking to take the deep throw in. Actually, there's a foul on McCauley, so they're going to get a kick here. I thought it was out of bounds. It's a short kick, picked up by Lambert. Lambert has it taken away by King. King trying to shuffle it up to McCauley, goes off of Lambert, so a throw-in for Chazy, and they're going to let Hunter Bayshard come in on the defensive end to take that throw-in for the Eagles. Ball in play, goes off the head of number 12 Warwick to the outside, and it's cleared out by Zach Miller. Coming up is Bayshard. He sends a shot to the 18. McAfee trying to rip a shot. It hits Lucas, and it's cleared out by the defense. Hustling back is Dudiak. Dudiak pushes it back up to Trombley. Trombley goes to the far side over to Nathan Trombley. Trombley sends it up, trying to find Collins. Gets by Collins, picked up by McAfee. McAfee turning on the afterburners, but a deflection by Burnell. And we're going to have a corner kick for Chazy. Far side, they might be setting up for a short kick, but number 19, Zach Miller, heads over there to make sure no short corner kick. So this will be a traditional corner kick with the wind behind his back. Ball comes in just outside the 18. McAfee up there is now cleared out. Back there is Trombley. Trombley sends it forward, up over to Morris. Connor Morris with control. He now sends it forward, trying to get it through to the line to McCauley. McCauley sends it over, and there's a rip by Tristan Connors, and he gets the rebound on the initial save, and Tristan Connors finds the back of the net. Good first save by Lucas Smart, couldn't control the rebound, and Tristan Connors gets his rebound and sends it to the back of the net. Chazy 1, Bobcats 0. So we're back to the action, and Calvin and I were going back and forth on Warwick. I'm saying Warwick, I guess. Warwick. It's Warwick. Calvin's always correcting me here on the mic.
If it was your name being mispronounced, you'd probably want it correct.
Yeah, but it's done innocently. They know I'm not ESPN material. It's the best they got out here for now. I mean, where's Birthday Boy today?
Bill's celebrating his 60th birthday. Bill Chase's 60th birthday today.
Happy birthday, Bill. And Bill would be the one calling this game.
Yeah, but he's in the celebrating mode. He'll be here tomorrow.
All right, well, but what I'm saying, if Bill Chase was here, he'd be on the mic, not me.
He'd be saying
He'd be
saying Warwick.
He'd be getting it right. He'd be getting it right. There's a shot by Connors across the way, all over the head of Dudiak, high up in the air. And that was a Hunter Bayshard sends it up, and Lucas Smart calls for it. And he does get the ball, but he did have the advantage. He can use his hands. The other players had to use their heads, so advantage Smart. Kick goes to midfield. Bayshard over to Trombley, or actually it's McAfee. He sends it back in the offensive zone, but it's cleared back into the defensive zone and onto the feet of King. King far side. He was the had the winning goal. He had all the honors on Saturday scoring that winning goal for Chazy, and it was a beautiful goal. He was inside the 18. The ball came to him. He didn't panic. He controlled, kind of shielded the player off, and he ripped a shot. Found the right near to the post. The goalie made a nice diving stop for it, but it was just too much King on that ball, and it found the back of the net. So Bayshard will take the kick for Chazy. And this is dangerous. This is a smaller field, and he's got a nice foot. He chips it in. Off the line does come Smart. So a nice play by Smart as Bayshard tried to just loft it into the 18, let the players converge on it, but Smart does a nice job coming off the line and jumps in the air and gets that ball. And he has a nice punt. Goes in the defensive end of Chazy. Off the head of Dudiak. He heads it up high, but it comes back the other way off the head of Poirier. And it's Morris trying to shield. Morris trying to shield Cody Lambert. And the foul on Lambert. So Nathan Trombley will take the kick for the Eagles. Sends the ball forward, and it goes off of the head of Cody Poirier. Poirier with the ball. Sends it to the middle of the field, picked up by Justin Collins. Collins making a nice move, but he's defended well by number 14, Lambert, but Lambert's called for the push. You can't use the left hand. He was using the body, that would work, but he put the left hand out there, and Barron says no can do. So this is a very dangerous spot for the Bobcats, a great opportunity for the Eagles. They're setting up. I'm sure they'll call off 10 yards, and it'll either be a set play or it's going to be a bomb into the upper 90s. We'll see here, 4 players setting up. I'm anticipating a set play, but now they got 5 players. So the whistle's blown, and here they go. It is McCauley. Now they go off the ball, so it could look like a direct shot here. McCauley gets a shot up, and it goes right into the hands of Smart. He tried to pick a corner, but it went more to the middle of the net. Smart was there with the save. He'll work his way to the 18. Ball comes up. It's over the head of Bayshard. And the ball is trying to be head by Lambert. And at midfield, it is Connor Morris trying to go back to Collins, but it's taken away by Juntonen. Juntonen goes to the far side. He gets it to the feet of number 19, Zach Miller, and the ball cleared to the near side. Heath Lucas hustling for the ball, but too far ahead of him. Deep throw in for the Bobcats, and they're in their defensive zone, and the majority of the play has been in Bobcat territory here in the first half. Eagles with a 1-0 lead. Nice head by Poirier onto the feet of Cody, but taken away by Dudiak. He now sends it forward to Connors. Connors trying to get to the ball, but it goes off the head of Juntonen, and that's Brett Juntonen. Coming up is Bayshard, and Bayshard has it knocked away by Cody Lambert. He pushes the ball back to Zach Miller. Miller has it knocked away, and Bayshard does a nice job trying to battle for the ball. And they're going to call a foul on Bayshard as Cody Poirier went down. So just into Chazy territory midfield. And it looks like Devin Burnell is, no, he's going to walk off now. So it's going to go to the feet of Cody Poirier. So Poirier lets the shot go. It's on top of the 18. Headed out to the top of the box, cleared out by Connor Morris. Over to McCulley. McCulley sends it up, trying to find Tristan Connors. He does. Connors on the far side. He's being challenged by Brunel. It's Connors working his way past Brunel. Coming over to help out was Poirier. And now King trying to get the kick off too far ahead of him. Comes up. It is Morris. Now cutting to the inside. Morris trying to cut through. Morris battling for that ball. And now it's picked up by King. And it clears out to the outside. It's Connors. Sends it across, trying to find Heath Lucas, but back there defensively it's cleared out by Matt Nephew. So a throw-in deep into Bobcat territory, and McLean Dudiak will take the throw-in.
We're going to get our first sub.
We do. It will be number 16, Jacob Allen, for the Bobcats, ready to check in when he gets the opportunity. Ball's headed out, picked up by McAfee. McAfee's been a scoring threat early in the season, but defended well there, and the ball is now cleared forward into the offensive zone of the Bobcats, and it's cleared out by Hunter Bayshard, far side, as it will be Zach Miller taking the throw-in. Coming into the game is Jacob Allen. Coming out of the game is number 17, Casper Labarge. Ball in play off the head of Zach Miller, sent forward but picked up by Bayshard. Over to Collins. Collins over to Connor Morris. Morris at midfield, just surveying the situation. He now goes to the open spot to Lucas. Heath Lucas with the ball just outside the 18, gives it up to Collins. Collins now goes back, and it goes too far forward, and McAfee heads it to the 18. It's Dudiak. Dudiak trying to control, gets up over to Morris. Morris now sends it through to Tristan Connors. He gets a shot off. He's trying to bend the shot. Coming off his line was Lucas Smart. He gets that ball. He'll work his way to the 18. Lets his players set up. Smart with a nice kick. It's coming toward midfield. Lands. Now the ball is headed by Cody, trying to find Lambert. Lambert back onto the feet of Allen. Allen pushes it back onto the feet of Juntanen. Juntanen trying to find the captain, Poirier. Has it knocked away by King. King goes to the outside to Bayshard. Bayshard has it knocked away. He recovers. Sends it forward to the feet of McCulley. Josh McCulley had a big game this Saturday. He scored the first 2 goals for Chazy.
Open up! Open up!
And the ball comes over to the near sideline. Dudiak will control. Dudiak sends it forward over the head of Connors. Connors now controlling. Has it taken away by Nephew. Ball forward. It is Dudiak sending it back forward to Connors. Connors now gives it up over to McCulley. McCulley has it knocked away. King trying to get to the ball. Now it's Bayshard stepping up for Chazy. Pushes it back onto the feet of Collins. Collins comes over to Connor Morris. Morris looking to switch fields, but he pushes it back to the defensive end of Trombley, letting the players spread and set up. Trombley will now send the ball forward, trying to find Connors. Off Connors' head, it is McCulley going to the ball, defended well off number 5, Boris. Coming off his line is Lucas Smart, and Smart does a nice job. He is the sophomore goalkeeper for the Bobcats and doing a fine job back there in the post for the Bobcats. So we have a foul on the Bobcats. Eagles will get the kick. And we have 21-21 here left in the first half. And it will be Hunter Bayshard. Bayshard sending the ball forward. And it is controlled by number 11, Juntanen. He goes to the far side. He sends it over to Zach Miller. He sends it forward. He's trying to find the feet of Cody, but it's cleared out by Bayshard. So we have a throw-in. And coming into the game is Dylan Chase. Chase will come into the game. Coming out of the game is Zach Miller. Miller was going to take the throw-in. And now it looks like Dylan Chase will take the throw-in far side. Ball's into play. It goes off of the head of Juntanen, and that was a foul on Cody Lambert. So Trombley will take the kick for the Eagles as the players head up the field getting set for the Trombley kick. Trombley sends it forward. Morris trying to control. He will shield. pushes it back to Collins. Collins has King to the outside, pushes it back up over to Bayshard. Bayshard now sends it up to McAfee. Gets by McAfee under the feet of Brunel. He sends it forward. Trombley just clears it out. He's going to let the defense set up here. And taking the throw-in is Matt Nephew for the Bobcats. He comes down the line. And Dudiak trying to get to the ball. McAfee sends it forward over to Collins. Collins has it taken away by Juntonen. Juntonen, Collins, Juntonen outside. And it is Chase. Ball ends up on the feet of Poirier. He tries to switch fields. And it is Heath Lucas. Now we'll send it forward onto McCulley. Josh McCulley will cut it forward. Sends it back to Heath Lucas. Lucas cuts it to the inside. It's Lucas. Just still outside the box. We'll chip it up to the outside trying to find King. And King clears it past the goalie and back there defensively. Was a nice job by Greg Boris. It looks like it was Boris. I think it was number 5. It was. So Boris did a nice job keeping that ball away from the net. And so we're going to have a Bobcat kick far side.
And we had a whistle from the JV field the time all that was happening.
Yeah, the JVs are behind us. And the ball comes up into the offensive zone for the Bobcats, but Dudiak's there. He keeps it simple up over to Morris. Morris has some space. He pushes it back to McAfee. McAfee outside to Bayshard. Bayshard pushes it back to Trombley. Trombley comes to the near side over to Dudiak. So Chazy methodically moving the ball around. It comes up over to Heath Lucas. Lucas now crosses midfield, sends it forward, trying to find Tristan Connors, and the ball is kicked out by Boris. Connors looking to keep it in, and it goes off of 21, Devin Brunel. Deep throw in for the Eagles. Collins got to come off. And Justin Collins has a little bloody nose working right now. They'll clean that up. And it is Alex Chapman checking into the game for Justin Collins. So Tristan Connors deep throw in near sideline. Connors.
Oh.
So Jimmy Varon asking Hunter Bayshard how long it took him to grow that hair. As Mr. Varon. What's that?
Envy.
Envy, yeah. Mr. Varon's a little envious of that hairdo of Hunter Bayshard, saying, hey, how long did it take you to grow hair that long? So Mr. Varon misses that opportunity to have his hair like that. So I'm sure I'll hear from Mr. Varon after he watches this film, as I'm picking on him.
If he had hair like that, he'd look like Ben Franklin.
That was from Calvin, and Calvin's got his wit working here today. Ball's onto the feet of, I get my thoughts back here. King goes over to Dudiak. Dudiak up over to Connor Morris. Morris far side. Now cutting it to the inside. It's Morris. Connor Morris working his way down. Trying to get the shot off. And nice hustle by Connor Morris. Ball comes back to McAfee. McAfee rips the shot. And high, he was going top shelf, and McAfee has a few goals this year, and he'd like nothing more. He has the old scoring bug working, but nice save by Smart over the net. Corner kick for Chazy. It will be Tristan Connors taking the corner kick. It will be a traditional kick. Nobody there for the short kick. And Tristan Connors sends it across, and Smart does a nice job. And there's a rip by Hunter Bayshard wide. But a nice play by Lucas Smart to clear it out. It just happened to go on the feet of Hunter Bayshard, deflected off the defense. So now on the opposite side will be another corner kick, and Mr. Connors will run across to the other side to take that kick far side. Another corner kick for the Eagles at the 16-minute mark left in the first half. Kicks. Dudiak is there. It goes off the head. Bayshard now sends it back up again. It is now cleared out. Chapman sends it to inside the box. Chapman again getting the shot off, and it is Smart holding his ground. So Lucas Smart having a great first half for the Bobcats. It's only 1-0 on a game pretty much controlled by the Eagles up to this point, but we know that's subject to change because this game is a ebb and flow, and right now it's flowing in Chazy's favor as far as possession and time. Lucas with the ball, working his way down. It goes off of Lucas, so we're going to have a throw in with Matt Nephew. Ball coming down.
Off white, green.
And it's Dudiak will take the throw in. Off the head of Connors. Over to McCulley. Cleared out by Boris. Deep throw in for McCulley. Ball's in off of Lucas. And Chapman tried to send it forward to Connors. Cleared out. And it's picked up far side by Chase. Chase has it taken away by Bayshard. Bayshard now sending it forward. Just inside the box. It's cleared out. Nice clear out. Picked up by number 16, Allen. Allen now sends it forward. Trombley hustling back, but coming on strong is Cody. Kept simple. But it's on the feet for Allen. Allen now sends it through. Bobcats trying to get a shot off. Here's an opportunity. And there's a left-footed shot by Connor Cody, but some nice passing and hustle by the Bobcats, and they get a shot off. I'm sure Mr. Cody liked to have a little more oomph on that shot, but nice left foot. Got it in net, but Mr. Norcross was there for the Eagles, and he preserves the shutout up to this point.
Is that his first time he's touched it? I can't recall.
Probably. So now it's Juntanen, pushes it back. He keeps it simple over to Poirier. Poirier has it cut to the inside, but knocked away by King. Now onto the feet of Juntanen. He sends it forward, trying to find Cody. Cody has it knocked away. Trombley will send it forward. Goes off of the head of Boris forward into the offensive zone onto the feet of Poirier. Poirier comes to the near side. That is going to be too far ahead of everybody, so a throw in deep into Chazy territory is McLean Dudiak. We have 13 minutes here left, and Alex Chapman is out of the game, and Justin Collins is back in. And the ball goes off of the number 11 Juntanen, so throw in for Chazy. McCulley, deep throw in. That goes over the head of Nephew. Nephew will push it to the outside. And some good hustle by Connors, but the ball was controlled by the Bobcats, but now controlled by McCulley. McCulley outside his foot to Collins. Collins back into the game. Collins pushing it to the outside, gets the shot off, and Lucas Smart is there for the Bobcats. He'll let his players set up as he works his way to the 18. We have 12:25 here left in the first half. Chazy leading 1-0. Ball sent forward toward midfield, and it was number 16, Jacob Allen, knocks it out of bounds with his head. So a throw in for Chazy. It's Dudiak coming down the line, and that will work off the head of Brent Juntanen. Throw in for the Eagles. It's number 3, Tristan Connors. Connors toward the 18. Ball deflected across the far side, and King trying to control it, but it's cleared out by number 2, Dylan Chase. Chase gets it up to the feet of Cody. Cody has it knocked away by Morris over to Trombley. Trombley will now send it forward over to Connors. Connors gets it up to McCulley. McCulley, far side. McCulley taking it to the outside, going down the line. Now we'll send it across. It's cleared back out by number 21, Devin Burnell. Deep throwing for Chazy, far side. Ball comes in, and Calvin just wanted. We have a corner kick. We still have not had a fish sighting this year.
No. No, we've had good weather and no fish.
No fish. I don't get it.
Well, the
fish don't bite when there's good weather, I guess. Ball comes in, and it was a short corner kick, and that goes off the end line. So coming back into the game is Zach Miller. Coming out for a breather is Jacob Allen. Lucas Smart with the kick. It goes short.
Come on, Green, let's go.
And it's picked up by Junton. He goes to the far side trying to find Chase. Chase sends it back, and it's sent forward by Warwick to the offensive zone, and now it's controlled by Cody. Cody comes to the near side, too far ahead of Zach Miller, who just checked into the game. Throw in for Chazy. McLean Dudiak will take the honors for the green and white as he comes down the line. Sends it down. It goes off the head of Juntonen, controlled by Cody. Cody has it knocked away, but recovers, gets it back to the feet of Lambert. Lambert has it knocked away. Hunter Bayshard gets it up over to McAfee. He now goes to King. King pushes it back up to Bayshard. Chazy will spread the field. Ball now goes forward. Connors now breaking the defense. Connors trying to get there, but a smart play by Lucas Smart to read the play. Saw what was developing, came off his line to the 18, and a smart move by the sophomore, and he gets to the ball before Tristan Connors. Ball comes to the near sideline. It's picked up by Lucas. Heath Lucas turns, pushes it back to Dudiak. Dudiak will now send it forward. It goes off of the legs of Juntonen, picked up by number 10, Poirier. It is Cody Poirier, comes to the near side trying to find Miller, pushes it back to Nephew, but taken away by Connor Morris. Morris gets it to Heath Lucas. Lucas cuts it to the inside, pushes it up forward to McCulley. McCulley does a nice play control, gets it out over to Tristan Connors, too far ahead of him. Off his line is Lucas Smart. So we are at the 9-minute mark. Chazy leading 1-0 here in Bobcat country on this beautiful summer-like day in the North Country. Temperatures in the 80s. Ball is knocked away, sent forward by Nephew. Trombley has the ball. Now he'll send it back forward off the back of Connors. Connors will not be able to keep that in. Throw in for the Bobcats. And it's going to be Nephew. Nephew coming down the line off the head of Juntonen.
Hunter, come this way a little bit. Kick.
So they said hands on the back.
McLean's kick. Just come central here, McLean. Hey, 31. Hey, McLean, let's go here.
So Trombley will take the kick.
Come on, Green, attack the ball.
Ball sent to the 18. Headed out by the defense. Pushed back by Morris to McAfee, back to Morris. Collins will pick up. Collins rips a shot, and that goes off of Brunel back toward midfield, picked up by the Eagles. Is Bayshard. He goes all the way back to the sweeper, Trombley. Trombley will send it forward over the head of Morris, or just off the head of Morris, I should say. Picked up by Lucas. Lucas trying to turn, looking around, sends it up to Connors. Connors outside his foot to Collins. Collins goes to the far side to Bayshard. Bayshard working his way down, has space. He will now serve it to the 18. And offsides on McCulley. So the Bobcats will get the ball with 7:04 here left in the first half. So Lucas Smart will take the offside kick here. Comes to the near side, deep kick. That will work its way out of bounds. So it will be Dudiak with the throw-in. Dudiak sends it down the line to Connors. Connors has it knocked away by Zach Miller. And it goes to Juntonen. Juntonen pushes it up over to Poirier. Poirier sends it up trying to find Cody. Cody has it knocked away by McAfee. Over to Collins. He goes to the far side to Bayshard. Bayshard now sending it forward, trying to find Connors.
Take it down, for God's sake.
Connors sends it back,
on,
and it's cleared out. Lucas looking to get a shot off. Lucas rips a shot, but it goes off of Boris, and it's picked up by number 7, and King goes high over the net. So we have a goal kick for the Bobcats. Checking into the game is Reed Lajway, as well as number 20, Nolan Knight. Coming out is Chase, as well as Connor Cody for the Bobcats.
That same ball.
Ball sent forward by Smart off the head of Lucas, and it's going to be a green throw-in. And Dudiak will take the throw-in honors for the green and white as he works his way to midfield. Ball comes into play, goes off of number 6 Nephew, and it's cleared forward, stays in, but then goes out by Lajwe, who just checked into the game. Dudiak again goes in to Connors. Connors trying to control, sends it across, trying to find McCulley. McCulley battles for the ball. McCulley has it knocked away. Ball sent forward by Poirier, out of bounds. Throw in for Chazy. Dudiak, with 5 minutes here left in the first half, sends the ball up, goes off of the head of Juntanen. So a quick throw in by McCulley. Goes to the center of the field to King. Nice throw in. King traps, trying to get the ball to Tristan Connors. And they're calling high kick or a handball just outside the line. So nice opportunity. Nice opportunity for the Eagles. And so they're going to count 10. I'm sure they're going to count 10 yards here. Lucas hasn't called for it, so he may just let it rip.
Whenever you're ready, Heath.
Lucas tries to bend it. Nice idea, just over the net. He had the right idea, trying to bend it under the upper 90, but just too high over the crossbar. So a nice opportunity goes by the wayside for the Eagles. We're under 4 minutes. And they stop the clock, and Mr. Barron wants to have a conversation between number 10 Poirier and King, and he says, here's the conversation. It's called a yellow card. So we have Poirier and King coming off the field. That's what has to happen when you get a card. And Alex Chapman will check into the game. And back into the game is Connor Cody. Okay, we're back to the action. It is Lucas Smart taking the kick for the Bobcats. He sends the ball forward, and it's Connor Morris trying to control the ball. He pushes it back to Lucas. Lucas cuts it to the inside. He will now try to find McCulley, but past McCulley onto the feet of Warwick. Warwick goes out to the outside, but it's picked up by Chapman. Chapman is pushed off the ball by Knight. So Nathan Trombley is going to run up there. Hunter Bayshard is going to go back defensively. Trombley will take the kick. So this will be a direct kick. It was a pushing foul. And if it ends in ING, then it's a direct kick. There's Trombley, sends it in. Great opportunity. And that deflects off the defense. I think it went off of Boris. A nice bullet of a shot by Trombley, defended well by the Bobcats. But the Eagles are not rewarded with a goal. They're rewarded with a corner kick, and it'll be Tristan Connors. 2:50 to go in the first half. Chazy leading 1-0. Ball comes in, and nice play. Smart stood his ground. He let the ball come to him, so he'll work his way to the 18. And Lucas Smart, the sophomore, has had a very, very fine first half here for the Bobcats. Heath Lucas. Lucas cuts it to the inside. He tried to push it up over to McCulley. He comes back to defend. Now it goes to McCulley. McCulley is defended well by Burnell. He sends it forward. McAfee's there. He pushes it back to Morris. Morris tries to go to the far side, trying to find Chapman. Chapman hustling for that ball. And it's Chapman now pushes it forward. A good play by Alex Chapman. Chapman sends it across, and that was all Alex Chapman, and that goes by everybody. So good hustle by Alex Chapman. We're under 2 minutes to go left in the first half. I'm Joey Trombley. On the camera is the founding father himself, Calvin Castine. So for the final 2 minutes, I'm just going to make a plea or a request for a donation to Hometown Cable. It's viewer supported and business supported. If you like this program, or you're watching your kids or grandkids or your nephew play, you know, feel compelled to give a donation, send it to 1477 Ridge Road in Champlain, New York, 12919, or you can go to the Hometown Cable Network.com and make a donation through the PayPal account. And if you're a business and you want some exposure, you may want to consider giving Calvin a call. Very affordable rates and a lot of exposure. So that might be an option. There's a kick by Morris. It's a light kick, goes into the hands of Smart with 1:06 left in the first half. Smart will take his time, let his players set up. He works his way to the 18. Punt just shy of midfield. Back there for Chazy was Chapman. He heads it up over to McCulley. McCulley pushes it back to Bayshard at the 52nd mark left in the first half. He now sends the ball forward, trying to find Connors. Connors hustling for the ball, but Smart is there, and he will just cradle the ball and work his way to the 18. He'll send a punt up, high punt, short punt for his standards, and it's knocked forward for Chazy. Running back defensively is Nephew. Nephew sends it forward now down the line, and Morris trying to control. Morris turns it to the inside, sends it back to Trombley. Trombley now sends it forward. Connors hustling for the ball. Connors trying to get a shot off, and it's cleared out. 9 seconds to go. I'm not so sure they're going to get this kickoff. It's 4, 3, 2, 1, and that's it. Shot was off, but the buzzer went before it hit. So the first half comes to an end. It's Chazy 1, the Bobcats of NAC 0.
How much do you want?
Come on, boys, from the middle.
And we're ready to start the second half. There was a 10-minute intermission, and ball is in play, and the kickoff was started by the Bobcats. So the ball comes to the near side on to Lambert's foot. Lambert into the offensive zone, trying to keep it simple, trying to get it to Juntonen. Juntonen pushes it back onto the feet of Nephew. Nephew gets it to Poirier. So some nice movement here early by the Bobcats, and that would be a foul on Juntonen. Kind of threw him to the ground. Just trying to get to him. So we have Trombley.
Keep going, McLean. Keep going.
Trombley sends it up just outside the box. And
nobody tells me how to work. Seriously, I don't tell you how to coach, right? Okay. All right, that's good.
Okay, drop off. Come on. Long way to go here.
So just before the 18, the ball is sent forward. Bayshard sends it to the near side, and the ball is sent forward by Warwick out of bounds. So a throw-in for Bayshard. Hunter Bayshard coming down the line. Ball lands. Ball comes out of bounds off of Warwick, and it's Bayshard. Bayshard goes down the line, trying to find Tristan Connors, sent forward, trying to be controlled by Cody. Cody pushes it back onto the feet of Juntonen. Juntonen comes to the near side, coming on strong is Lambert. Bayshard's there. He deflects it off of him. Morris splits the defense and now sends it forward. It is McCauley, called for the offsides, and right on the line was the official. He was right there, not by much, but an offsides call. But right idea, just didn't happen.
Hayden, drop a little more. Help.
So Cody Poirier will take the kick, and he'll send it forward. And it goes off of the head of McAfee to the far side. Bayshard rips it off the defense, and that will be a goal kick for Chazy. Nathan Trombley will take the kick. Norcross will defend the net. And the offensive players move forward, and Trombley with the kick for the Eagles. He sends it forward. Ball goes off the head of Cody Lambert out of bounds. So a throw in for Chazy. McCulley coming down the line.
Come on, Tristan, you're in.
Tristan Connors
Hold him off.
by the defense, and now cutting it to the inside. Rips the shot. Nice save by the goalie. And it's cleared out by number 6, Nephew. And now knocked out of bounds, or knocked forward by Zach Miller. So on the counterattack, here come the Bobcats. It is Junton working his way down. And nice play by Hunter Bayshard. And they're calling a foul on Bayshard. So this is a dangerous spot for the Eagles, a wonderful spot for the Bobcats.
Listen to Ben.
There's the shot going far side, and it goes by everybody. So a wonderful opportunity for the Bobcats, but they could not capitalize on that. He sent it to the far side, waiting for his players to crash to the net, but it got through everybody off the end line. So a goal kick for the Eagles, and Nathan Trombley will take the goal kick.
Let's go, Green. Come on.
Trombley sends it forward, shy of midfield, picked up by Miller to the near side, and
That's you. Inside.
King trying to cut it to the inside, and it's knocked out of bounds. So a throw in for the Bobcats. Ball in play by Miller. And over the back was Connor Cody on Connor Morris. So Chazy gets the call. Trombley, or it should be Hunter Bayshard, will take the kick. Ball sent forward, and that will work its way out of bounds. Throw in for the Bobcats. Ball headed by Connor Morris. And Connor's trying to pocket the play, but it's sent forward by Boris. Picked up by Justin Collins. Collins has it knocked away onto the feet of Lambert of NAC, but picked up by Collins. Collins has it knocked away by Lambert. Lambert going forward onto the feet of Junton in Chazy territory. He will now send a through ball, and Norcross calls for the ball, and it just bounces right to him. He'll work his way to the 18. And the kick goes forward. Ball headed down to his own feet was Dylan Chase. He gets the ball up over to Juntonen. Juntonen is taken down. So another kick for the Bobcats at the 34-24 mark. We're in the second half. Chazy leading 1-0 here on the 19th of September 2017 on a beautiful, beautiful day for a soccer game. There's a kick, nice shot, and Norcross with the ball. Perrier goes high, but Norcross was there. Norcross with the kick and headed forward by Perrier, and the Bobcats ball still play, no whistle, and ball sent forward onto the feet of Cody. Cody trying to find Lambert, and it's controlled by Connor Morris. And here in the first 6 minutes of the first half, or second half, the Bobcats have controlled play here early in the second half after being basically totally outplayed the first half. They've come out, and whatever Damian Nevada has said to them, they're doing it quite well, moving the ball well. That deflects off, but it's picked up by Lambert. Coming back is McCulley. McCulley now comes to the near side, trying to find King out of bounds, so a throw in for Warwick. Warwick down the line off the feet of Miller, picked up by McCulley. McCulley trying to work his way down, cuts it to the inside, and it's cleared out by Perrier toward midfield, picked up by Juntonen. And Collins battling Juntonen. Now it's picked up by Connor Morris. Morris with some space, moving it forward, cuts through. He rips a low shot, and Smart is there. Lucas Smart for the Bobcats. And he's letting his players set up. No big rush.
Come on, Josh, Tristan.
Short punt high in the air. Connor's trying to trap with his feet. That's going to be a handball on number 2, Dylan Chase. Oh, well, there's no handball. I just heard a whistle somewhere, Calvin. So, Ball still stays in play.
I'm going to invent a JV whistle some of these days.
Well, it just hasn't hit his shoulder. The whistle blew, so it had to be a handball. But that's why I'm a talking head. Ball sent forward. Cut by Bayshard. Over to Collins. He one times it up over to McAfee. McAfee goes forward. And now it's sent back into the defensive end. And now it's picked up by number 14, Lambert. Lambert has it knocked away by Collins. Justin Collins across midfield, sending it through, trying to get a through ball to McCulley. Off his line is Smart. And Smart will work his way to the 18. Ball punted toward midfield. Ball headed forward. Bayshard. King trying to get to the ball. And it goes off of King. He's trying to keep it in. And nice play by Hayden King over to McCulley. King goes off to the outside, up over to McCulley. McCulley cutting to the inside. McCulley working his way in. And that goes off of Chazy. So a goal kick for the Bobcats. And the intensity is picking up a little bit here, Calvin. So it looks like.
It's a goal kick.
It's a goal kick. It's a goal kick.
No, it's not a goal kick. It's off the line.
Oh, so it's a foul on McCulley for a push, it looks like then. Ball coming up. Ball headed forward by Connors, trying to find McCulley to the near side to Warwick. Warwick gets it up over to Lambert, and it is cleared out. Collins trying to control it. Lambert does a nice job cutting to the inside. King now picks him away. King going to the outside. Warwick sends it forward onto the feet of Lambert. Lambert pushes it forward, and McAfee gets it up to Connor Morris. Morris goes down the line, and McCulley trying to get to the ball first. Warwick coming on strong, and nice play by McCulley. McCulley now takes it to the outside, sends it far side, and it goes by everybody. So we have a late substitution. It will be number 16, Jacob Allen. Into the game is Carson Walfield, as well as Chapman, Alex Chapman. Coming off is McCulley and King, and coming off for the Bobcats is Zach Miller. So we're under 30 minutes left in the second half. Chazy leading 1-0 on a Tristan Connors goal early in the game, and that has withstood so far up to this point. And on the far side, it's Dudiak. Dudiak working his way down the sideline, pushing it forward, and that deflects off of Dudiak. So we're going to have a throw-in for the Bobcats far side. It's Matt Nephew coming down the line. Dudiak is there. He heads it forward onto the feet of Lucas, or head to Lucas. Lucas gets it over to Collins, trying to clear forward by number 10, Perrier, but picked up by Connor Morris. Now to Collins. Collins gets a shot off. It's a short hop, and Smart hangs on to it as Walfield was coming in strong, but it's Smart working his way to the 18, and his punt will be just shy of midfield. Ball lands. Heath Lucas with the ball. Has it knocked away by Juntonen far side onto the feet of Dylan Chase. Chase trying to get by Dudiak. Picked up by Lucas. Lucas keeps it simple up over to Collins. Collins pushes the ball through to Connors. Connors now going through trying to find Walfield. And the ball is pushed forward. And it's Connor Morris trying to get by number 16, Allen. And it's ball sent forward by Tristan Connors trying to find Walfield or Chapman. And the ball is taken down was Connor Morris by number 16, Allen. So this is a great opportunity for the Eagles just outside the 18, but center of the net. So Justin Collins will decide whether he's going to try to go top shelf or he's going to have a set play. And the Bobcats have given him the 10 yards, it looks like, from this angle anyway. No one's calling for 10. So 3 players, and so we're going to see if it's a set play. And there's a rip by Collins, and that goes over the net. And it'll be a goal kick for the Bobcats at 27:44. 1-0 Chazy. Smart setting the ball forward. Ball's headed up to Connor Morris. Over to Walfield. Ball pushed back onto the feet of Ethan Warwick. Warwick goes forward. deflects off the feet of Lambert. Trombley hits it high in the air. Ball headed to the wing by Lambert, trying to find Jacob Allen. And that deflects off of Allen, so a throw in for Chazy, and Bayshard quickly comes into Chapman. Chapman tries to chip it up to Wallfield, deflects onto the feet of Collins. Collins working his way toward midfield, crosses midfield, now sending the ball through. Coming off his line is Smart. Smart gets to the ball before Tristan Connors. He will let his players set up, and he'll take the goal kick. Or not the goal kick, he'll go to the 18 to punt it. It goes off of Dudiak over to Connor Morris, over to Collins. Justin Collins working his way up, has it too far ahead of him, but he recovers, now goes to the far side trying to find Chapman. It's cleared out by Ethan Warwick. Ball will go out of play. Substitutions. McCauley and King will head back into the game. Coming out of the game is Wallfield, and coming out of the game is Heath Lucas. Bayshard down the line. Ball goes off of Warwick on a Tristan Connors foot. He pushes it up to McCauley. McCauley rips the shot. It goes off the defense. Connors sends it over the net. Another goal kick. As McCauley tried to rip a shot, he did rip it, but it went off of Nephew, and then it was Connors taking it over the line. So a goal kick for the Bobcats. Lucas Smart will take the kick. He sends the ball up. That ball lands, and it's Chapman heads it up over to Connor Morris, over to McCauley. McCauley to King. King will now send it through, trying to find Connors. Connors on the outside. Pushes it back up over to King. King getting a shot off. It hits off of Nephew. Ball chipped up. Here's an opportunity. And offsides, they're calling on McCauley.
After the ball was hit. I don't need a laugh. I'm just saying.
So here comes the kick by Smart. Offsides called on McCauley. Ball sent forward. Connors has it knocked away, picked up by Collins. Collins now goes forward to McCauley. Josh McCauley working his way down, trying to get through the defense. It's McCauley pushing his way through. McCauley has it cleared out. He was sandwiched, but the ball goes out of bounds. Cleared out by the defense. Throw in for Chazy. Chazy was looking for the whistle, but no whistle to be had. And Coach McAuliffe is calling for McCauley to take the throw in. Ball comes in inside the box. Deflected. King trying to get a shot off. It's deflected by Chase. And McAfee sends it way over everybody. And so another goal kick here for the Bobcats at the 23:53 mark. Short kick. Ball deflected by Warwick to midfield, picked up by Justin Collins. Collins trying to find Connor Morris, goes too far ahead of him, picked up by Poirier. Poirier has it now knocked away. He got it to Jenton, and he had it knocked away. And the ball is controlled by Lambert. Lambert pushes it up to Cody. Cody goes to the outside onto the feet of Chase. Coming over to defend is King. Chase still with the ball outside his foot. Trombley steps up and knocked away by Collins. Collins now sending it through. Too far ahead, wide. So a throw in for the Bobcats, number 12, Warwick. Ball kept in play. Chapman still controlling, sending it through. Coming off his line is Smart. McCauley hustling to the ball, but Smart was there first. We're at 22:46, 1-0 Chazy on an early goal from Tristan Connors. Nice punt by Smart, lands into Chazy territory, goes off of the head of Cody. Trombley rips a shot off of Poirier, and that's going to sting a little bit. Poirier will get up, and that's nice to see. Don't want to see anybody get hurt out here at a high school game. and it's going to be a goal kick.
As opposed to a men's game or a
Right.
college game, you know?
Right,
It's
right,
okay,
yeah. They all get hurt. We don't care at that point.
But a high school
I knew you were going to pick up on that. I just let it go.
But a high school game.
No, you don't get hurt in a high school game.
Oh.
No.
I understand. I agree 100%.
And we don't care about the girls' game either. Let them get hurt.
Well,
We
it's
don't
high
care.
school. That's high
Oh,
school.
that's high school. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So I'm covered.
Yeah.
Okay. Just while you know why we're off camera, Calvin's going, so it's just high school games when anybody get hurt? You don't care about any
We're
other
off
sport?
camera.
Oh, were we on camera? Okay, well, whatever. I guess we weren't off camera. So Calvin's schooling me on, no, it's more than just high school sports. You don't want anybody to get hurt on any kind of athletic field, which is true. But, you know, I was calling a high school game, so I thought I'd throw high school in. No, you chastised me there. So I mean,
No, I think if you play back the tape. See, this is on tape, so you can't falsely accuse me of chastising. I was agreeing with you.
but I could add more to it, right? That is true. You were agreeing with me. Honey, come to make sport of Calvin.
You're a married man. You can stay home and have that happen. Right?
So the ball is on the far side. It is Connors, Tristan Connors, keeping it simple over to Hayden King. King working his way past midfield. It's King. King working his way. He gets by number 21, Burnell. King now sends it forward, trying to find McCauley. It's cleared back toward midfield, goes off of Collins. Collins now picked up by Chapman. Chapman working his way down, and nice job by Cody Lambert, keep it in play. He gets it over to Warwick. Warwick gets it over to Poirier, and now it's sent forward into the defensive end of Chazy. Ball headed toward midfield by Dudiak, but picked up by Allen. And Allen is knocked to the ground by King. So the Bobcats will get the kick. We're approaching 20 minutes here left in the second half. The half of the second half is already done, so this game is moving along. But really no grade A scoring opportunities for either team here in the second half. So Cody Poirier will take the kick here on the foul of Hayden King. He'll send the ball forward, and that deflects off of Connor Morris. He goes to the outside, but back there is Nephew. Dudiak outside his foot sends it forward toward midfield, now into the defensive end. Nice play by Poirier. He keeps it simple to Nephew. Nephew tries to come back to the middle of the field, but it's picked up by Justin Collins. Collins over to Morris. Connor Morris has some space. Morris comes to the near side onto the feet of Hunter Bayshard, who's in the offensive zone from the defensive zone. Bayshard, and he's pushed off the ball of Allen. So they're going to call off 10 yards here, and if you're a Chazy fan, take all the time you want. You lead 1-0.
You're also going to bring the ball back 10 yards.
Well, you know, what's 5 or 10 yards here or
If you
there?
don't try, you know, why not?
You know, 5 or 10 yards, Calvin. Come on. And a 100-yard field, really? Come on.
It's a friendly game.
It's a friendly game. All right, it is Tremblay. Sends a nice kick into the box, and Smart is there, and Smart has been solid in net for the Bobcats here and on the 19th of September. Just doing a fine job between the pipes for the Bobcats. He sends it forward, and it goes off of the head of McAfee. Ball lands, and it's King. King will get that ball outside his foot, trying to find Connors. Ball's cleared up by Boris, far side, and it goes off of Dudiak. So throw in far side. Hustling over is Matt Nephew. Nephew will take the throw in far side. He'll work his way down the line. That goes over the head of Lajway. And now it's picked up by Cody. Cody has a good clear here to send it across. And there was a wasted opportunity. He was wide open. He had some players crash in the net. In the Cody Lambert and Jacob Allen were crashing the net, middle and far side, but that goes off the end line. So we have a goal kick for Chazy. We have 17:38 left in the second half, and it will be Nathan Tremblay will take the kick for the Eagles. Ball, short kick, goes off of the head of Poirier, and it is controlled by number 15, Cody. Cody pushed it back to Lambert, and he calls a foul on Chazy.
That's not a foul.
So we have Juntanen setting up to take this kick. And this would be a direct kick for the Bobcats. It's a low kick, deflected. There's a shot, and not getting a good shot was Allen, and now it's cleared out by Chazy. Opportunity for the Bobcats. Way out of his line is off his line is Smart. He sends it toward midfield. Ball's headed by Allen back up over to Warwick, and Connors wins it up over to Chapman. Chapman has it taken away from behind. It goes onto the feet of Junton, and he goes forward. Trombley heads the ball to the near sideline, trying to find Chapman, and it's knocked off the end line by number 16, Jacob Allen. So Heath Lucas will check back into the game. Coming out of the game is Alex Chapman. Another goal kick for Chazy. We have 16 minutes left in the second half. Kick by Trombley. Ball deflects. King sends it forward, and it goes off Warwick. Warwick still battling. Lucas trying to get to the ball. He has it knocked away by Juntanen. Goes into the offensive zone onto the feet of Poirier. Poirier. Coming from behind was Collins, but Poirier stays with the ball and has it, goes far side over to Cody. Cody pushes it back. Here's an opportunity. Goes off the head of Tristan Connors. Nice feed by number 18, Reed Lajway. So a throw-in for the Bobcats. Ball quickly comes in. And cutting to the inside. Push to the outside. There's the shot. It deflects off of Trombley. Trombley will control. Trombley sends it forward. So Chazy back on their heels here as the Bobcats are settling down and moving the ball quite well here in the second half. And the ball is picked up by McCulley. McCulley sends it forward. There's a through ball. Off his line is Smart. He gets to the ball. Kick comes to the near side onto Allen. Allen pushes it back. Off the head of Burnell. Burnell gets it onto the feet of Juntanen. Indirect kick. Official Varen just wanted to make sure Jacob Allen was doing okay. So 14-19. So Devin Burnell. Short kick onto Juntanen. Juntanen goes to the far side. So nice movement by Nephew. He gets a shot off. And Norcross is there for the Eagles. He'll work his way to the 18. Nice punt by Norcross into the offensive zone, but it goes off of the head of Juntanen. And it just seems like the Bobcats are just a little quicker to the ball here into the second half. And it goes to Collins. Collins trying to battle, but taken away by Juntanen. Juntanen goes to the far side. It goes off of the head of King. And a throw-in for the Bobcats with 13:29 to go. Coming into the game is Nolan Knight. Coming out of the game is Jacob Allen. Ball sent forward. McAfee sends it back to the sideline. It goes off of number 6, Nephew. Chazy with the throw-in. McLean Dudiak will take the throw-in for Chazy far side. We approach the 13-minute mark. Chazy leading 1-0. Ball coming in. It is Heath Lucas controlling. Making some nice moves on the far side, looking for somebody. Now he keeps it simple, gets it up over to King. King goes to the middle of the field to McCulley. McCulley gets by him, and Burnell sends it forward onto the feet of Lambert. Lambert has it knocked away by Collins. Collins cutting to the inside, sends it forward, and it's McCulley. Pass comes forward. Calling for the ball is Smart. It was Connors trying to find McCulley. Smart comes off his line to the 18, sends a punt forward off the head of Collins, it goes back to Tremblay's foot. He switches fields to the far side to Dudiak. Dudiak now sends it up to Collins. Collins has King to the outside, but he likes to go to the inside. It is Collins. Now switches fields, coming up to the offensive zone is Bayshard. Bayshard now working his way through, cuts it to the inside. Bayshard in the offensive zone, now sends it forward. On to Lucas. Lucas pushes it back to Bayshard. Bayshard trying to chip it up to Lucas. Ball now onto the feet of number 14. It's 14 on 14. And it's McAfee gets it up over to Collins. Collins gets it to Lucas. Lucas to McCauley. McCauley working his way to the 18. It's McCauley working his way. Defended well by the Bobcats. Ball knocked forward. Picked up by Collins. Collins pushes to McAfee. He tried to go back to Collins. Now picked up by the Bobcats. Number 14, Lambert. And a good job cleared out by the Chazy defense at midfield. And the ball is chipped up. McAfee trying to control. Outside of his feet. Gets by Lashway. It's McAfee. McAfee goes forward. He's trying to find Lucas. Lucas going down the far sideline. Lucas and Nephew. Nephew knocks it away, but Lucas stays with it. Heath Lucas pushes it back onto the feet of McAfee. McAfee back up over to Collins. Collins rips a shot, and that takes a short hop on Lucas Smart. He deflects it high in the air. He gets it. Athletic young man does a nice job in net, and he keeps the score 1-0, favoring the Eagles with 10:47 to go. Ball comes up. It goes off of the head of Poirier, cleared forward by Dudiak. It is Lucas. Lucas working his way forward. Heath Lucas now cuts it to the inside, sends it forward to McCauley. McCauley back out to King. King trying to get a shot off, and it's just cleared out. Great defensive play by Warwick as Tristan Connors was there. So defensively, the Bobcats bent, but they didn't let a goal in. So nice job defensively here by the Bobcats. It is Connors. Sends a nice shot into the box. That deflects off his line is Smart. He gets to the ball. We're now at the 10-minute mark. Left in the second half. Chazy leading 1-0. So the next goal is important. If there is going to be a next goal, it's important either way. If the Bobcats score, they tie the game. If Chazy scores, they increase that lead and likely will maybe preserve another victory here. But there's 9 minutes and 44 seconds. So where I'm expecting the intensity to pick up both sides from either team here as the clock winds down. And it goes to the outside. It's picked up by Reed Lashway. Lashway gets the shot off, and Norcross is there. He just holds the ground, gets the ball, work his way. He'll take his time. Chapman ready to check back into the game for Chazy at the 9:25 mark. It is Ben Norcross with the kick. Nice kick into the offensive zone, but it's quickly sent back into the Chazy zone, but taken away by Collins. Collins has it knocked away. Collins now a little bit of space, working his way through, and too far forward, cleared out by Nephew. And McCauley trying to win that battle, but it goes on to the feet of Knight. McCauley comes behind him, takes the ball away. Now he cuts it to the inside. It is McCauley. McCauley taken down by Knight. And Nathan Tremblay will come into the offensive zone to take this kick for the Eagles. We have 8:44 to go. And so behind the defense is number 15, Cody. And McAuliffe sees that and calls Bayshard back. But there's the chip in, coming in other players. Smart is there. No problem. Gives the kick up. Trying to get a transition going. Offensive zone. And that's going to be a foul on Connor Morris. So 8:13 to go. The call goes in the favor of the Bobcats. Damian Nevada is trying to push his boys here, get a little intensity up here as the clock's winding down at the 8-minute mark. So nice opportunity as far as moving the ball forward here for the Bobcats. It's Brent Juntanen taking the kick for the Bobcats. Juntanen goes to the far side. Ball goes off of the head of Lashway. So a goal kick for Chazy. Chapman will check into the game, as well as Dylan Chase and Zach Miller. Coming off is Nolan Knight for the Bobcats, and there'll be one more coming off, and that will be Reed Lashway. So we're at 7:27. Chazy leading 1-0 on an early goal by Tristan Connors in the first half. Great save by Lucas Smart, but it was a rip of a shot. Couldn't control the rebound. Connors was there to get his own rebound and stuck it into the back of the net, and did not figure that'd be the only goal of the game up to this point so late in the second half. But the Bobcats are playing well. Smart's playing very well in net, and the ball was headed by Connors toward the net, but cleared by the defense. Bayshard gets the shot off, and that goes over the net. So we're going to have a goal kick for the Bobcats with 6:50 to go left in the second half.
I was expecting a close game, Joey, and it's a close game.
Well, yeah, but I expected more than one goal to be scored, and it may still be before this is all said and done. Yeah, they always have a good game when they play each other. I think that stands to reason. Ball comes into the near side, and it's controlled by number 14, Lambert. Lambert pushes it back to Juntanen. He goes to the near side to Warwick. Warwick sends it forward. Bayshard trying to control, but it's picked up by Zach Miller. McAfee trying to control. He has it knocked away. Trombley just clears it out of bounds. Disrupt the play. Throw in for the Bobcats. Quickly, it's Zach Miller. And the ball stays in. I guess it goes to Zach Miller. Cleared out by Tristan Connors. Hustling back defensively is Greg Boris. He goes to the near side to Warwick. He sends it to the middle of the field onto the feet of Juntanen. Juntanen trying to keep it simple. It goes behind Burnell. Burnell recovers, goes to the far side. He gets on the feet of Nephew. Nephew comes forward. Dudiak deflects the play up into the air. Picked up by Connor Morris. He just sends it forward at the 5:30 mark, sending the defensive back for the Bobcats. But a nice job by Boris keeping it in play onto the feet of Chase. Alex Chapman hustling back to take it away from Chase. Does a nice job, and it goes off of the Bobcats, so a throw-in far side for the Eagles. McLean Dudiak for the throw-in for the Eagles at the 5-minute mark here, 5:10 to be exact, left in the second half. Ball comes into play. It goes off of the head of number 2, Dylan Chase, and the ball is knocked out of bounds, so another throw-in for the Eagles, and it will be Dudiak. Dudiak again taking it down, goes off the head of Collins. Back there is the wall of the defense, and it's Greg Boris. He sends it up to Warwick. Warwick has it knocked away by Tristan Connors. It's Connors and Warwick battling for the ball, defended well by Warwick. It's Tristan Connors trying to cut to the inside. He does cut to the inside. Now sends it across, and it is McCulley trying to get a shot off. It deflects off of the defense, and that should have been a corner kick. No corner kick called. That was a deflection.
I didn't think so.
You didn't think so?
I didn't think so.
I thought it hit his foot, but
I was zooming
that's,
in, I didn't-
well, you got a better zoom than my eyes are from this angle.
doesn't mean I'm right.
I got glasses, and they aren't regular glasses. I got some shades on right now, so you might be right, Calvin. So we have the 4-minute mark, ball at midfield, and it's picked up by number 15, Cody. Cody. Now it's Walfield. Carson Walfield with some nice speed, some fresh legs out there for Chazy. Hustling, it's Walfield trying to cut to the inside, putting the pressure on, and that's cleared out by number 6, Nephew. So a throw-in for the Eagles, but it was the hustle of Walfield that had the defense on the back of their heels, and for that effort they get a throw-in deep. They get to knock some time off the clock with 3:35 to go. Dudiak will now send the ball into play. Ball sent forward by Juntanen. McAfee sends it forward with his head, trying to find Alex Chapman. But it's picked up on the far side by the Bobcats, Dylan Chase. Dylan Chase sends it forward, and it's Connor Morris with the ball, pushing it forward, but now cleared into the Chazy territory by number 21, Burnell. That goes off of the head of Fourier, and it is McAfee who will send it forward, sending the defense back on their heels with 3 minutes to go. So Chazy's strategy is keep moving the ball forward, and here comes Walfield. Walfield will control, back up over to Chapman. Chapman keeps it simple, now pushes it up over to Lucas. Heath Lucas trying to get it to Walfield. Ball comes over to the near side, over to Bayshard. He will now send it toward the net. Smart is there. We're at 2:40 to go. There's the kick. Ball goes off of Connor Morris. And over the top was Juntanen over Heath Lucas. So Chazy will get the kick, and we have an injury, and they're going to stop the clock with 2:25 to go. Into the game is Reed Lajway for Junton, and Junton has had a great game here for the Bobcats. He limps off on his own, which is nice to see him walking off on his own. Ball comes in, and it's cleared out by number 14, Cody Lambert. 2:17 to go. McCauley getting ready to check back in for Chazy. Far side, it's Perrier. Perrier sends it forward. Gets by McAfee. Back there's Trombley. Trombley takes it to the outside. Chips it up, trying to find Dudiak. Dudiak keeps it simple. And it goes out of bounds. So we're going to have a throw-in for the Bobcats with 1:55 to go in the second half. Ball in play. Ball sent forward. It goes past Dudiak. Dudiak defending. Cuts it to the inside. Now sends it forward. Trying to find Wallfield. Wallfield trying to shield off Brunell. Brunell wins that battle. Chapman battling for the ball. Coming over to help out is Collins. So another throw, and so the pressure being applied here by the Bobcats. They're looking to get that equalizer. Ball comes in. It goes off of everybody. Trombley clears it out far side, and that was defensive leadership, senior leadership by Nathan Trombley to send it out for a deep throw-in. Ball slips out of his hands, and it will go to Chazy. And now Josh McCauley, as we're approaching the 1-minute mark, coming in for Alex Chapman. Chapman did a nice job out there for the green and white. We're under a minute to go, and it'll be a deep throw-in for the Eagles, and it will be Dudiak. Dudiak will go down the line. Smart play. Send it down the line. Sent forward by McCauley, and back there Smart. Smart chips it up toward midfield, and it is sent forward by Lucas. And it's controlled by the Bobcats. And it is the Bobcats. And it comes into the feet of Perrier. Perrier.
Deny that big one.
He goes to the outside. And it's Wallfield. Wallfield trying to shield. And it goes out of bounds. Good play by Wallfield to shield. 10 seconds to go. And this game is in the books. And the clock winds down. It is Wallfield coming off, and before the substitution takes place, Chazy wins a very entertaining game here at NAC. They win 1-0. It was Tristan Connors early on a great save by Lucas Smart. Connors got his rebound, stuck it into the back of the net, and no other score since that score. And Chazy will be undefeated in league play. And as Calvin likes to say as he films the handshake, that's the way it was in beautiful downtown Ellenburg. Four Corners.